Maloko and Sing It Back on BBC Radio Oxford. It's 11:22. It's Friday, December the 8th, and that means there are a load of new movies that come out today. And you know what happens when there are new movies that come out? Yes. We speak to movie critic Van Connor, because he gets to go and see them all before us. So he gives us his very brutally honest opinion in most cases, and lets us know what we should go and see and what we should maybe avoid. Welcome back to the show, Van Connor. How are we? You okay?
I'm very good, Mr. Ball. How are you doing? I've had a good week of movies. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm all right. Thank you very much. I've had a good week of getting festive. The Christmas tree goes up this weekend, so it's all good. Now,
quite late, you with your tree, aren't you?
I know. Well, I was going to do it last weekend, but I didn't have my little boy with me, so I thought I'd save it for this weekend so that he can put these.
Do you have a Christmas movie that you put on while you decorate your tree? My ex-girlfriend used to insist on putting Love Actually on. I'm more of an Elf guy, but
I'm totally with you on the Elf thing. Absolutely 100%. And I think that's what we'll be putting on this year. So looking forward to that. And I'm also looking forward to your review of Wonka, because I'm going to go and see that next week. So I'm really keen to know what you think. Okay, well, you're giving us a little bit of your opinion already on that one, if she's saying it's going to be good. All right, well, where do you want to start then? So there's something in the barn that is out today. So talk to us about this. What's this about?
So this is a new Norwegian set horror comedy from director Magnus Martin. It stars Martin Starr from Silicon Valley, from a load of Judd Apatow movies. He's the teacher in the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies, actually.
Yep.
And he is the patriarch of a sort of National Lampoon's-like family, an American family, who inherit their Norwegian uncle's remote farmhouse. That they go, they visit, they try to turn into an Airbnb, as you do, and no sooner do they get there, their young son ventures out and discovers, wouldn't you know it, there's something in the barn. So I've got a clip for you about what that something is.
There's something in the barn.
What do you mean, something?
So what do you think happened?
Probably some kids.
Woo.
That's a barn elf.
Are they real?
Yes. First off, the barn elf doesn't like changes to the farm.
That looks good.
Secondly, he hates bright, artificial light.
What do you think?
And he hates loud noises.
Huh? Motion activated.
No! This is really bad.
You're in Norway now, okay? Nothing bad ever happens here.
Or does it? I really like the sound of this. It does sound good. Is it a bit of a seat jerker?
This is very much, the horror is horrific, the comedy is funny. It's, like I say, a mashup of sort of National Lampoons and Gremlins. So National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation with the sort of Gremlins creature feature aesthetic. Except, they're Norwegian barn elves. Which...
They look really creepy.
Great idea. Loved it.
Great. Okay. Well, there's something in the barn. Sounds like a perfect fright movie if you do want to go and get cozied in the cinema and have a bit of a laugh as well. In cinemas from today. Now we're on to the big one, Wonka. Of course, there are quite a few scenes from Wonka that have been filmed here in Oxfordshire, in Oxford, in the city. I'm really looking forward to this, but tell us what you thought.
Well, I'll tell you what I thought about it in a minute, but I'll tell you what it is first. This is effectively the origin story of Willy Wonka. Because, we love an origin story. We've got to have one for everyone now. Sherlock Holmes has an origin story. James Bond has an origin story. Why not Willy Wonka? So, Timothy Chalamet is our new younger Wonka, and this is the story of him venturing to Paris to make his name as a chocolatier and finding himself facing the vengeful ire of 3 chocolatiers who make up the Chocolate Cartel, who will do anything in their power to ruin Wonka and stop him from effectively cheapening their product with his vastly superior creations. Along the way, however, he makes a bunch of friends to help him in his quest, along with one of a more diminutive stature who he traps in a glass jar and happens to be voiced by a certain, let's just say, Richard Curtis alum, who you will hear in this clip.
Now let me out of here. You have absolutely no right to go around embottling innocent strangers.
Innocent? Hold on, you've been stealing from me for years.
Well, you started it.
Me?
You stole our cocoa beans.
What are you talking about?
Do you mean that you don't even remember?
Remember what?
The day you destroyed my life.
No, I don't remember that.
Well then, young man, allow me to refresh your memory in the form of a song so ruinously catchy that it may never leave your mind.
Oh, I don't think I want to hear that.
Too late. I've started dancing now. Once we've started, we can't stop, see?
Of course, the incredible Hugh Grant there. His voice, very recognisable in this.
Of course, yes. I mean, well, how do you even begin to talk about a Willy Wonka origin story? So I think I've come up with the most perfect way we could possibly talk about Wonka. So if you'll indulge me, on a 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. Oompa loompa doompa doo. I've got a charming movie for you. Oompa loompa doompa day. Though it stars Timothy Chalamet. What do you get from this seasonal romp? Quite a fair bit of that Dalian pomp. How does it fare in a modern movie? You'll be heading home just full of glee. 'Cause it feels like Paddington.
Oh, brilliant. That was completely unrehearsed. I don't know if you noticed that or not, but brilliant. You were actually playing a lute or whatever that was you were held up.
Let's not say what it was, just for the sake of Ofcom. Let's not say what that was.
Brilliant.
Yeah, Wonka, absolutely riotous. I had a great time with this. Like I say, imagine Greatest Showman energy with Greatest Showman with Paddington aesthetics and energy is the best way to describe it. It comes from director Paul King, who did the Paddington movies. It's got most of the cast of Peep Show in it, of all things.
Yeah.
Matthew Bainson and Simon Farnaby from the Horrible Histories movies, Horrible History series, and the subsequent movies there and there as well. Olivia Colman and Hugh Grant, as you could hear from that clip, are absolutely stealing this movie.
Of course.
Like, Hugh Grant's amazing in it, despite only having like 3 or 4 scenes. Chalamet wins you over quite quickly with his sort of manic, young Gene Wilder energy, which I do think works. And yeah, I just had a great time with this. It's got a wonderful theology. It centers around this idea that everything beautiful in the world started out as somebody's dream, which, what a message for Christmas.
It's a beautiful message for Christmas, absolutely.
It totally is. And this is the perfect family Christmas movie for this year. Like, go and see Wonka. If you see one movie this Christmas, get the whole family, grandparents, kids, and everybody in between, go and see Wonka.
Well, that is my plan next week, Van, on your recommendation, of course. But thank you very much for today, and we will be back with you, of course, on Friday next week with some more movies to talk about. In the meantime, have a lovely weekend, Van.
Till the next song, good sir.
Till the next song. Exactly that. Travel next.
BBC Radio